So what Thrive is trying to solve for is elevating the 5 daily behaviors that are foundational to our health, elevating them to be kind of medical grade and not just well-being grade. And these 5 behaviors are sleep, food, movement. We don't even call it exercise because we work with millions of people through the self-insured employers we work with who just don't move. They're so sedentary. And if you say exercise, they immediately think they have to go to the gym. And the truth is, movement is key. So, food, sleep, movement, stress management, and connection. And, Jess, we have so much data, so much science that these are actually more important for our health than our genes. Our genes are about 7% of our longevity, and our behaviors are 20 to 30%. So this is really what I'm passionate about. How do we take all the science and the data behind the importance of these behaviors and make them part of everyday lives and make them part of the medical establishment? And I'm very excited about the opportunity right now because many forces are converging. We have AI. You're in the middle of Dreamforce. AI is going to be unbelievably important in using the power of hyper-personalization that it makes possible to help with nudges and recommendations to help people adopt healthier habits. Because a lot of people think, yes, I know that I should eat better or sleep more or stress less, but how do I do it? And over the last 9 years, we have developed at Thrive a behavior change methodology that really works and is based on what we call micro steps. Micro steps too small to fail, not big New Year resolutions that people tend to abandon after 2 weeks, but small daily incremental changes that become healthier habits. So that's one force, the force of AI. The other is consumers that want to take matters into their own hands, that want to be empowered to drive their own health. They don't want to leave everything in the hands of the medical establishment. So we have a little motto here that says, health is also what happens between doctor visits. Jess, we're getting away from the idea that you have your executive physical once a year and that's health. What are you doing the other 364 days? The third is a lot of policyholders who are now emphasizing the importance of eating healthy, avoiding ultra-processed foods, sugary sodas, etc. And also the fact that we see pharma companies, we've worked together with Eli Lilly, and we've seen pharma companies like Eli Lilly wanting to transform themselves from just a drug medicine company to a holistic health company. So Eli Lilly has actually partnered with Thrive. So when people go to Lilly Direct, they get their drug, whether it's a GLP-1 like Zepbound or Mounjaro or a migraine drug, any drug, and then they get coaching from Thrive for free. And incentives are aligned here because a lot of people do not comply with their prescriptions. Their adherence is often very low. So even the most life-saving drug doesn't work if you don't take it. So all these forces converging at this moment gives us an opportunity at Thrive to really affect health outcomes. And that's my passion. That's what I want to spend the next few years engaged in. Recovery being part of peak performance. And I love looking at how elite athletes do it because it's a great example of how to be able to perform sustainably as a CEO or in any position. You need to give yourself time to recharge and refuel. And it doesn't have to be a lot of time, but it has to be intentional, and it's an investment in your leadership as well as your health.